Hey Stoic friends, welcome back to my channel. Have you ever opened your eyes and feel like the world's already one step ahead, already swinging, already screaming in your face? Like life didn't wait for you to wake up. It started punching before you could even breathe. You haven't even sat up yet, and already your chest feels like it's caving in under the weight of everything you buried yesterday. Your mind's a riot. No peace, just noise, just claws dragging across your skull, pulling you into memories you swore you let go of, regrets crawling up your spine, faces you don't want to remember, mistakes you wish you could erase, futures that feel like they're running away from you, laughing as they go. And right there, still lying in bed, you realize something that burns cold into your bones. No one's coming. No one's going to pull you out of this. No miracle, no text, no lucky break, just silence and your own damn heartbeat. That's when you feel it. That slow, creeping heaviness. That brutal honesty that most people run from. You're not owed peace. You're not promised clarity. The world doesn't give a single drop of mercy to the man who sits still. It feeds off weakness. It sniffs out hesitation. If you don't learn how to build a fire in your chest, it will bury you. That's the law. That's the truth. That's the raw brutality no one wants to say out loud. And that's where Stoicism lives. Not in quiet quotes or dusty books, but in the eyes of the man who stares down the storm and refuses to flinch. Stoicism is when your whole world is falling apart, and your voice still sounds like thunder when you speak. It's when you're bleeding inside, but you don't beg. You breathe, you lock in, and you walk forward anyway. Because this world only respects power, not the kind you wear, but the kind that bleeds out of your silence, the kind that lives in your restraint, the kind that rises again and again, even when every damn part of you is screaming to give up. That's why every morning, before the world has a chance to sink its claws into your skin, you look at yourself like a warrior looks at his blade. You don't wait, you don't wish, you command. You speak to yourself, not with softness but with fire. You spit out 5 lines like they're carved from stone, like they were branded into your bones in the middle of a storm. 5 truths that don't care how you feel. They only care that you survive. Because these words aren't for comfort. They're for war. Etch them into your soul. Let them echo in your lungs. Let them burn through the doubt. Let them hit harder than every lie the world will throw at you today. Because once you leave that mirror, once you step outside, this world will not hold back. So why the hell should you? Now, before we go any further, like this video, drop the line that hit you like a freight train in the comments, and subscribe if you're done being dragged through life like a dead man walking. What you're about to hear isn't motivation, it's resurrection. Let's begin. Number 1. I control what I can. I accept what I can't. You open your eyes and the battlefield begins before your feet even touch the floor. Your thoughts start firing off like bullets. That one bill you're behind on, the fight from last week, the apology you never got, the choices that still haunt you when the room goes quiet. And yet, none of it's in your hands now. Let that hit. You can't turn back time. You can't rewrite the betrayal. You can't make someone love you right. You can scream at the past until your throat burns, but it won't flinch. It won't fold. And it sure as hell won't apologize. But there's one thing that always answers to you. Your next move. That line, I control what I can. I accept what I can't. It's not some pretty phrase to hang on a wall. It's a blade. It cuts through the noise. It kills the victim in you. It tells the world, you don't get to puppeteer my peace anymore. Marcus Aurelius didn't write to sound wise. He wrote because he was at war, with chaos, with grief, with death, with temptation, with the fear that all this suffering might be for nothing. And yet he returned to one thing: control what's in your grip. Let the rest burn. Because when you finally stop chasing what's already gone, when you stop bleeding energy into things you were never meant to fix, you reclaim the one crown no one can steal: command over yourself. You'll breathe different, walk different. People will notice you don't flinch anymore when the world tries to shake you. That's Stoicism. That's strength in silence, power in restraint. So when life drags you into another storm, don't swing at the wind, don't beg the rain to stop. Grip your calm, move with clarity. Let everything else crash without you. Number 2. I am not owed anything. I earn everything. You weren't promised warmth. You weren't promised peace. You came into this world with nothing in your fists, and nothing was placed in them. And if you're still sitting around waiting for life to feel sorry for you, you're already bleeding from the inside. Nobody owes you love. Nobody owes you closure. The world doesn't keep track of your pain. It doesn't hand out justice like candy because you've cried enough, or suffered enough, or begged enough. You can scream into the void until your lungs tear, and it still won't owe you a thing. And the longer you wait for fairness, the more life chews through you. The more you rot from the inside out, thinking someone should save you from the very storms meant to shape you. But here's the shift, the awakening, the scream that finally wakes the warrior in you. You stop waiting. You stop reaching for some invisible hand that never shows up. You get off your knees, not with grace, but with grit, with cracked bones, blood in your teeth, fire in your gut, and you earn every inch of your future, every second of peace, every drop of dignity, because you weren't born to be spared. You were born to be forged. Seneca didn't speak in riddles. He stared pain in the face and called it a teacher. He didn't ask for comfort. He demanded character. If you consider what you ought to do and not what you are likely to suffer, you will find the task light and the pain insignificant. That's the code. That's the fire. That's the brutal kind of love life gives to those who stop whining and start rising. You earn it all. You earn your self-respect in the silence of lonely nights when nobody claps for your discipline. You earn your power when you keep going through heartbreak, failure, and betrayal without turning bitter, without losing your soul. You earn your place, not by yelling that you deserve it, but by outlasting the doubt, outworking the noise, and outgrowing the weakness that once ran your life. Because this world will keep spinning whether you crumble or conquer, and it won't blink when you fall. So you better rise like your life depends on it, because it does. Cry if you must, break if you have to, but don't you dare believe for a second that you're owed anything. You fight, you climb, you crawl through the glass if that's what it takes. And one day, when the smoke clears, when the pain is no longer sharp but sacred, you'll stand there, scarred, solid, unstoppable. Not because the world gave you a crown, but because you ripped one out of the wreckage and placed it on your own damn head. That's what it means to earn. That's what it means to live like nothing is owed, but everything is possible. Number 3. My emotions are mine. I will not let them own me. There comes a moment when you realize the real war isn't out there. It's not your past, not your childhood, not the people who ghosted you, betrayed you, or underestimated you. The real war lives in your own chest. It's the rising panic when someone doesn't text back, the fury that hijacks your breath when someone disrespects you, The grief that sits on your shoulders when you're alone in your room and no one's checking in. It's the quiet self-destruction behind every overreaction, every meltdown, every time you let a feeling run the show. Too many people aren't living, they're just reacting, dragged through life like puppets, their strings pulled by every passing mood. One rejection, and they crumble. One moment of jealousy, and they chase validation like addicts. One harsh word, and they explode, burning bridges they'll later wish they could cross. And they call that being real. No, that's being ruled, but not you, not anymore. You are not a leaf in the wind. You are not a passenger in your own story. You are the fire, the anchor, the steel spine. And when your emotions come crashing through like a storm, you don't run, you stand, you hold your ground, you feel it, then you command it. Epictetus said it best. No man is free who is not master of himself. And that kind of mastery, it isn't found in suppressing your feelings. It's in standing in the center of chaos and refusing to be moved. So yes, let the grief come. Let the rage pound like thunder. Let the fear creep in. But you don't cave. You don't lash out. You don't spiral into some pathetic version of yourself. You hold the line. You breathe through the fire. You remind your emotions that you are their master, not their victim. Because here's the truth. Emotions lie. They'll tell you you're worthless, that nobody loves you, that it's over, that you're broken. And if you listen long enough, you'll act like it's true. You'll burn down everything good just because you were hurting. You'll push away people who cared. You'll sabotage your own damn peace. All for a temporary feeling. So don't hand over your future to something that won't even last an hour. Don't let a 5-minute mood wreck a 5-year plan. Don't let a moment of rage turn you into someone you swore you'd never be. Don't give power to emotions that haven't earned it. You don't bury your feelings. You don't fake peace. You forge it. You take that pain and write with it. You take that anger and train with it. You take that sadness and build with it. That's not weakness. That's goddamn strength. That's stoic fire. You don't collapse when the wave hits. You surf it. You ride it with scars on your chest and purpose in your stride. Because the storm wasn't sent to drown you. It was sent to teach you how to stand taller. So the next time it rises, that anger, that panic, that sorrow, don't run, don't numb, don't lash out. Feel it, face it, and then move forward anyway. Your emotions don't get the final word. You do. They don't own you. You own them. Walk like it, speak like it, live like it. Number 4, I will face discomfort. I will grow from it. Comfort zones are like velvet handcuffs, soft yet suffocating, cradling you in mediocrity, feeding you lies wrapped in ease. They promise safety, but it's a trap, a gilded cage, locking you into a life of good enough. That's not you. You're meant to explode, to break the chains and leap into the fire. Not to sit, not to settle, but to stand tall and roar at the sky. Feel this, the cold sting of dawn cutting through your bones, your legs screaming. But inside, something fierce rises, something untamed. You're alive. The air burns in your lungs, but it's your spirit roaring, claiming that moment. Or that crushing weight in your chest when you're on the edge of telling someone your deepest truth, your darkest fear, words trembling on the tip of your tongue. But once they're out, it's like you've broken free from a lifetime of prison bars. This isn't pain, it's freedom. This is the fire that forges warriors. Discomfort isn't the enemy, it's your master. It isn't here to torment you, it's here to transform you. The Stoics didn't waste time chasing comfort. They sought the struggle, the grind. They understood the power of it. Epictetus said it clear. What happens doesn't matter. How you react, that's the key. The storm? You don't dodge it. You step into it. You don't hide from the pain. You grab it, shape it, turn it into power. You don't curse the battle. You let it turn you into a lion. The pain, the struggle, the chaos. It isn't a wall. It's the hammer shaping you into a masterpiece. Life isn't a Sunday nap. It's a full-throttle wild ride. It's a beast that doesn't care about your comfort. It'll slap you down, stomp your ego, crush your heart into dust. And that's the deal. That's the glory of it. You're here to feel it all. The sweat, the tears, the searing rage and the unbearable longing. Don't mute it. Don't numb out. Let it rage through you. Let the fire burn. The pain won't destroy you. It'll make you immortal. Every bruise, every tear, every fall, every battle. It's a scar you wear like a medal because you got up again. Let's get real. That fear you're avoiding? That's your treasure map, leading you straight to your purpose. That conversation you're dodging. That's your path to freedom, your ticket to your true self. That lonely grind when everyone else is sleeping or partying. That's the forge where your greatness is being hammered out. The grind isn't a sentence, it's your ascension. Don't run, don't hide, step into it, own it. Look that discomfort straight in the face and scream, "Let's fucking go." Because when you stand up to the struggle, when you face it head on, you don't just survive, you burn the world down. The Stoics had a phrase, memento mori, remember you're gonna die. Not to scare you, but to wake you the fuck up. Every moment of discomfort is a chance to live like you've never lived. Every painful second is an opportunity to crush the life out of your old self and rise like a god. Seneca nailed it. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. So quit overthinking, quit wondering if you're ready. Just fucking do it. Let the fear fuel you. Let the sweat, the doubt, the pain, let it forge you into someone who doesn't just survive, but dominates. Let's cut the bullshit. Growth isn't a gentle lullaby. It's a war cry. It's the fire in your veins, the scars on your hands after a battle you refused to quit. It's knowing you walked through hell and didn't flinch. It's the raw, primal joy that comes when you realize you didn't fold, you didn't run. You took the fire and you let it turn you into the very thing that owns it. So breathe it in, feel the fear, the chaos, the raw, ugly beauty of being human. Then step forward, walk into the storm, embrace the discomfort, and let it ignite you with a fire that the world won't even know how to handle. Because you're not just growing, you're becoming unstoppable. Number 5. Today I rise, no matter what. Not whispered, not spoken, screamed in silence, burned into the marrow of your being like a curse you chose. Let it erupt from your chest like thunder, not pretty, not polished, just real. You wake up with hell clawing at your ribs, the weight of life crushing your lungs, and the ghosts of everything you've lost crawling up your spine. But your feet still hit the ground like war drums, and that's the sound of defiance. You are not here to be liked, not here to be understood. You are not porcelain. You're shrapnel, razor-edged, fire-soaked. Every time the world swings, you take the hit, spit blood, and smirk like it was breakfast. Because pain isn't the enemy anymore. It's the anthem. And you're not just surviving, you're composing symphonies with your scars. Today isn't your friend. It's a rabid beast, teeth bared, spitting chaos in your face. You'll be betrayed by people you swore would never leave. You'll watch dreams collapse like dying stars. Your own reflection will look back at you with disgust and doubt. And in that second, when everything screams, "Give up," your soul will whisper back, "Try me." Because you weren't built for comfort. You were designed in disaster. You were sculpted in the fallout, molded in the aftermath, born in the rubble. You walk with your fists clenched and your jaw locked. You bleed through your smile and grin through the fire. While others wait for the storm to pass, you walk straight into it, barefoot, furious, and uninvited. You don't rise clean. You rise feral, screaming, shaking, half dead and half God. You don't rise because you have strength. You rise because you refuse to rot. You carry your own damn cross, barefoot across the coals, while the world watches and bets against you. But they forget. Ashes don't mean death. They mean rebirth. And you're the inferno that refused to die. Let them doubt. Let them leave. Let them whisper your name like a funeral. You are not the one to mourn. You're the one who digs himself out of his own grave, grinning, covered in dirt and fury. Your name doesn't belong in pity. It belongs in legends. The Stoics didn't pray for peace. They challenged fate to a fistfight. They didn't wait for clarity. They carved it into stone with bloodied hands. Epictetus didn't beg for blessings. He stared at pain, unblinking, and made it a disciple. That's your lineage. That's your inheritance. You don't bow. You burn. Feel everything. The grief like glass in your lungs. The heartbreak that bites harder than bullets. The nights that stretch too long, where sleep feels like betrayal. Don't run from it. Absorb it. Let it twist you, tear you, rewire your DNA. That's not torment. It's transformation. You're not breaking down. You're evolving into something they'll never understand. When they lie to you, you can't, you won't, you're done. Let them, then outlive them, outlast the betrayal, outshine the silence, outbleed the doubt. They'll choke on your name when they realize the dirt they buried you in wasn't your grave. It was your ground zero. Amor fati. You don't just accept fate. You wrestle it into submission. You smile at the storm, not because it's beautiful, but because you know it's about to meet something worse. You. This isn't about healing. This is about reclaiming. This is rage turned into rhythm. This is heartbreak hardened into steel. This is exhaustion twisted into momentum. This is not recovery. This is resurrection. So roar it, rip it from your chest. Let the stars hear it. Let your demons flinch. Today, I rise, no matter what. And not like the sun, graceful and golden. No, you rise like a supernova, loud, final, terrifying. Because you're not a survivor. You're a storm with a soul. You're not just pushing through another day. You're training your spirit for war. While the world chooses comfort, you choose the cold. While others chase pleasure, you endure pain with your chin up and your soul locked in. That's not suffering. That's Stoicism in motion. You're the one who stands still while the storm rages. The one who doesn't beg for an easier life, but demands a stronger back. Because real strength isn't loud. It's silent, built in solitude, forged in fire, and earned in moments when no one's watching. So when that alarm goes off tomorrow and your mind tries to run, don't. Don't run. Don't flinch. Don't fold. Stare at yourself in the mirror like a man at war. Speak those 5 lines like your ancestors are listening. Like every philosopher who walked through hell with a steady heart is nodding in silence behind you. Because the Stoic doesn't scream. He doesn't beg. He acts. He owns his fate, even if it breaks him. And when you walk out that door, don't just walk. March. Every step you take is proof that discomfort didn't kill you. It rebuilt you. This life won't reward the loudest voice. It rewards the one who suffers with dignity. If this cracked your chest open, hit that like button. Drop your favorite line in the comments and tell the world you're awake. Subscribe, not for hype, but because you need this fire in your life. This isn't just motivation. This is Stoic warfare. And we fight shoulder to shoulder. I'll see you in the next one.